Hi, this is Rachel. I just wanted to give an update about my endless struggle to lose weight. I just want to apologize first. If you hear a squeaky sound, it's because my dog, Sasha, is playing with her squeezy toy. So it can get annoying a little bit, but bear with me. So, yeah, basically, I want to give an update on my weight loss. So I think for this video, I'm just going to talk about what got me interested in the lap band surgery. If, for those who don't know, I'm interested in doing the lap band surgery, and what got me interested in it, and what have been the steps I've taken so far. So basically, a couple years ago, I was interested in doing surgery because I realized, I tried losing weight on my own several times, and I've lost weight. I've lost 100 pounds at one time, but of course I gained it all back. And for a while, I wanted to keep trying to lose the weight on my own, and I did, and I tried, and I'd lose the weight, I'd gain it back, lose the weight, then gain it back, and yo-yo. I'm sure you guys know how that is, and so I've been thinking about doing surgery for the past couple of years, and I've been researching for almost 5 years, and I came upon on the lap band surgery back in 2002, 2003, and at the time it wasn't very popular, and I wasn't so sure if I wanted to do it because at the time gastric bypass was the big rave and everyone was talking about it and everyone was getting it done, but I just didn't feel comfortable enough, cutting up my stomach and rearranging my organs. I really didn't want to do that. There goes Sasha. Sorry, that always stops her. So basically, but she'll start up again eventually soon. So yeah, so everyone was doing gastric bypass, but I really didn't want to do that. And at the time, my insurance didn't really, I didn't, it covered gastric bypass, but it didn't cover the band because it was not a new procedure, but no one really talked about it back then. So now, after finishing school and, you know, living on my own and trying to lose the weight on my own again, I realized that I'm not going to lose the weight on my own. Um, Recently I just kind of reached my maximum weight, and that kind of freaked me out. I'd never been weighed so much. So basically, back in August 26, 2008, I weighed the most I've ever weighed, which was 382 pounds with a BMI of 59.8. And, I really wanted to get the band done, so I wanted to research doctors and see what doctors in Buffalo, New York, because I'm currently living in Buffalo, even though I won't be here for long. I currently live in Buffalo, New York, and I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. So I was researching doctors who did the band, and there's two major doctors in Buffalo who um, performs lap band, but they really didn't have a lot of experience. They've only done maybe 100, 200 surgeries, and I know I've heard from other sites like Obesity Help. They stated that the more surgeries the doctor performs, the more experienced he is. So when I talked to my parents about the surgery, which is weird because a couple years ago when I first told them I was interested in it, they were totally against it and they wanted me to keep trying on my own. And I did try on my own. I guess they realized that now that I do need help, a tool, as they call it, to help me along, to help me lose the weight. So basically, they're all for it. And my mom was saying that, well, since you live in New York, because Buffalo is in New York, um, that I should consider going to NYU, and try to look for the best surgeon in New York. So I searched on obesityhelp.com and I found Dr. Fielding, which I found that he did close to 5,000 surgeries, 5,000 lap bands. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. So I went to his website, thinforlife.com, which is New York University website. And, I searched him, I did research about him, and I found out that he actually had the surgery done on himself because he used to be obese and he lost the weight and he knows how it is to be overweight and to go through the process of bariatric surgery. So after, researching him, I wanted to, learn more about him. So I went to information session on August 26th, 27th. I went to information session held at NYU. So I flew to New York City. And after the info session, I realized this is what I wanted. I wanted Dr. Fielding. And I actually saw him the next day and had they were really nice because they knew I was from Buffalo. I wasn't living in New York City, so they allowed me to go to the information session the night before and actually see the surgeon and the nutritionist all on the same day. I could have seen the psychiatrist, but she was out of town, so she even did a phone consult with me. So I did my psychologist consult over the phone, and so they were really nice. And after I met with Dr. Fielding, I I knew that this was for me and that I wanted to do the band. So I was all for it. And they called insurance while I was there in the office to find out if my insurance covers it, which I already knew Blue Cross Blue Shield covered it, but I was kind of nervous because um, technically my insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield, is Western New York. So I was kind of unsure if they would accept it. So when the surgical coordinator called my insurance, they said, "Oh, we require 6 months supervision by your primary care physician that you've been on some kind of weight loss program." And I knew that I've been on diets before, medically supervised diets before, but they were back in a couple years ago, so they wouldn't take that information. They wanted something recent. So I had started seeing, so I left New York City, went back home, and then I went to my primary care physician and started seeing her on a monthly basis so I could get those 6 months letters. So after 6 months, I finally went back and resubmitted all my paperwork to NYU, and they resubmitted it to the insurance company. And so last week I got a call from my insurance company, and they stated that I was approved, fully, fully approved for this surgery, which is awesome because I really didn't think that I would get approved. And when they called me and told me, I was just like, "Are you sure? The band cert, lap band, not gastric bypass, is approved?" I was so excited and so happy because I really didn't think it would get approved. And I actually received a letter yesterday stating that I was approved. So the date of my surgery is March 27th, and which is a Friday, which is awesome. Um, I'm excited and nervous at the same time because this is surgery, putting my life at risk. But I know everything will be fine and I'll come through the surgery just fine. So, yeah, I'm really happy and really excited, and I can't wait. Sorry, my phone's going off. Just ignore that. Um, so, yeah, basically, my surgery is March 27th. I'm going to fly to New York City and for 4 days and have it done and pray to God that everything turns out right, to whichever God you might pray to. I'm praying to that God, and hopefully everything will be fine, which I'm sure it will. Um, so my weight was 382 pounds when I first saw Dr. Fielding, which was back August 26, 2008. And as of today, which is March 10th, 2009, my weight is currently 346 pounds. So I've lost approximately 40 pounds. Um, I had to go on a pre-op diet for 2 weeks, which is strictly liquids, which is kind of hard because I'm actually going to Washington, D.C. for a couple of days during that time. So hopefully, with a couple of friends, and hopefully I'll be able to, stick to the liquid diet. I hope so. Um, what else can I say? I plan on updating and making videos after surgery. I hope to do a video once a month, and I will definitely keep you guys updated. And I really, 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 really want to I gain a lot from watching your videos, and I hope you guys gain something from watching mine. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment and subscribe, and I hope we can get through this process together. And I wish everyone the best of luck. Thank you.